Good day to you and welcome to another Paddocks Club video tutorial. Last week, my tutorial dealt with the first 5 of 10 important issues that should be specifically dealt with in a managing agency agreement or in some other written agreement between the scheme and the managing agent. So now I'm going to move on beyond those first 5 to number 6, arranging insurance cover for the scheme. This is very usual. It's a task most managing agents handle on behalf of the trustees. But bear in mind that many larger managing agencies start brokerage firms. You need to be careful that you're getting a good price. I've been told by an insurer that sometimes managing agents get as much as 40% of the commission amount in fees and charges over and above. So given that insurance is one of the body corporate's largest and most significant expenses, this one is very important. Watch it and make sure that your contract caters for a keen rate. Number 7, serving notices on owners and occupiers to comply with the Act and the rules. Again, it's a usual managing agency function, but who has to approve the initiation of the process? What evidence has to be produced? Is there an initial telephone call to the alleged defaulter? What cost will be applied? And will that be a penalty that comes to the body corporate, or will it be a fee that the managing agent keeps? Think about these things. Is the fee reasonable and therefore recoverable? I often see template letters being sent out on the basis of one complaint phone call, and you have to worry about that, I think. It happened in one case that my client had no dog and could prove that. He did, however, have 3 letters for which he was charged, telling him to keep his dog from barking. Moving on to taking steps to recover overdue levies and other charges, which is equally common, it's again a normal managing agency function. Many managing agents own or have interests in debt collection businesses or very close ties to collection attorneys. So you have to look at these things carefully. Do the trustees have to approve action, or is the managing agent free to work with the debt collector and charge the debtor whatever they like? Often the instruction is given on a no recovery, no fee basis. But remember, if the bill is taxed down, the body corporate will have to pay the balance. So you need to keep an eye on these things and make sure that the amounts being charged are reasonable and will stand up to taxation. Let's look at number 9, paying accounts in relation to the scheme. For example, accounts for water charges, council rates and maintenance. One thinks this is what all managing agents should do, but is there something in the contract that says they must do that? And when there are amounts to be paid, do those have to be approved by the trustees? There are situations in which accounts get overlooked, and the issue then arises: who will pay the penalty interest if it's clearly the fault of the managing agent that the account hasn't been paid? The last and 10th issue I want to raise is arranging and undertaking administrative duties in relation to trustee and annual general meetings and perhaps other special general meetings. This again is a usual managing agency function. Who decides where and when? The managing agent or the trustees? In terms of the prescribed management rules, only the trustees as a group can call a meeting. So perhaps they can call all their meetings in advance at the beginning, but you can't just leave it to the managing agent because he doesn't have the authority, nor does just the chairperson. So who authorizes the issue of the notice? What charge is levied for liaising with the auditors in preparation for the AGM? Who finalizes the agendas and the schedules, etc.? Who produces the trustees' report that must accompany the notice and which is supposed to be signed by the chairperson? Is this all work included in the fees, or is it charged for separately? Do you get a quote for this before you go ahead? These are things to be thought about and included in the managing agency contract. Thank you for joining me. If you have any comments or queries, please post them in the discussion forum.